So here we have this Songmix shoe rack. Now in this video, I'm gonna unbox it, put it together, and then I'll give you a quick review of everything you need to know. There we go, I got all the parts laid out here. There's just a bunch of shelves and then the frame pieces over here along with all the hardware to put it together and the instruction manual. Let's start building and I'm gonna go ahead and time it. All right, so first we're gonna assemble the base, and to do that, we're gonna screw in all 4 of these leveling feet. Then take the handy S-shaped Allen wrench and use it to screw in the bottom shelf. Then we can screw on the second shelf and attach it to the other side. And do the same thing for the other 3 sections. Also, when you're putting these together, you gotta make sure these holes are all facing towards the outside, and that way they'll screw together in the next step, which is gonna be just stacking them all on top of each other like this. And then using these short screws here to secure them together. And I've gotta say, this S-shaped Allen wrench is just really handy. It makes it really easy to spin all the screws in. All right, there we go. I got it all put together, and I think it looks pretty nice. It took just over 20 minutes, but I made a few mistakes, so you could probably get it done in like 15 minutes. The shelf is completely made out of metal, and it's just painted in this black coating here. I must have scratched it on something when I was putting it all together, because there's a little scratch there. Anyway, the shelves are just made out of this wire here that's welded together, and they're definitely not the strongest, but it's not like you're going to be standing on it, so it's plenty strong enough to hold your shoe. There's about 6 inches between each shelf, and they're 16 inches wide. These are just normal size 12 shoes, and you can see they fit in there pretty easily, and it looks like there's even enough space to fit a second pair on the side there. If you really wanted to, you could squeeze some ankle shoes in here, but they really don't fit that well. Also, one thing you got to be careful about with this shelf is if you live somewhere where it's snowy or you get your shoes wet a lot, then the metal wire grate here probably isn't going to do you any favors. If you put your dirty shoes on here, obviously it's just going to drip down to the next level and get whatever's down there dirty. So that's definitely something to consider. This thing's built pretty well for a shoe rack, has a ton of room on it, and even looks good. So if you want to show off your shoe collection or just need a large shoe rack, then this is a great option.